Welcome to Network Theory lecture series. I, Professor Ritesh Dolakia, is going to explain you one very interesting example based on transient response analysis. So here, if you observe the question, then you can see here we have been given with circuit, and in this circuit, this switch is there at location A before t is equals to 0, and it moves from A to B at t is equals to 0. And our agenda is to find V2t, where V2 is voltage across these two terminals, right? So whenever you have question based on transient response, you will have to bisect calculation in terms of time period. So here, before t is equals to 0, switch is there at location A. So let us discuss that condition first. Now you can observe before t equals to 0 means t less than 0, switch is there at location A. So it is connected at location A. So this connection, that is open circuited. So I need to remove this connection first. So I am removing it, you see. And let us discuss how much current that will happen in this loop, right? So let us say in this loop current is I. Now see, here we have inductor. Since this switch is connected at location A for very longer duration, this inductor that will act as a short circuit and it will get fully charged. So now this inductor that will be acting like a short circuit and it will be fully charged. Now to identify current in this loop, we can apply KVL. So here you see this voltage source that is happening from minus to plus. So I need to say this is equals to 1. And that is equals to now voltage drop across elements. So here 1 ohm resistor is there through which current is I. So 1 into I, and here this is short circuit. So there are no further elements in this loop. So I can say current I, that is 1 ampere in this loop, right? So what is the meaning of it? It means inductor is charged with current source equivalent, and that value is 1 ampere over here, and direction of current in this inductor that will be in downward direction with 1 ampere current source equivalent at this moment. Now if you see the question, then in question it has been explained that switch moves from location A to location B at t is equals to 0. So let us consider second case, where switch is there at location B at t is equals to 0. Now see, at t is equals to 0, here switch is moving at location B. So here this switch that will move at this location at t is equals to 0. So you will be observing this connection that will get open circuited, right? So I need to remove this connection. Let me remove it. Now here our agenda is to understand what is the value of voltage V2. So you see voltage V2 that is happening like plus terminal over here and minus terminal over here. So I can say at this node there will be voltage V2 and this will be ground, right? Now to identify V2, we should be applying nodal analysis. So when you want to apply nodal analysis, remember my dear students, first of all you should be considering direction of current randomly. After that, calculate value of current with respect to direction. So here let us consider direction of current randomly. So I am considering here in this branch we will be having current I1. In this branch let us say current is I2. In this branch let us say current is I3. And let us apply Kirchhoff current law, or one can say nodal analysis over here at V2. So here entering current that is 0 at V2 and I1, I2, I3 that is leaving current. So I can say I1 plus I2 plus I3 that is equals to 0. Now my dear students, we need to place value of current with respect to direction over here, right? So here you see I1 that is happening in this branch where we have 1 Henry inductor, right? Now what is the value of I1? So as per 1 Henry inductor, I can say current passing through inductor is 1 by L integration V dt, where V is voltage across inductor. So here voltage across this inductor, that is V2. So current passing through this 1 Henry inductor, that is 1 by L integration V dt. So that will be 1 by 1 integration V2 dt plus the value of I2, that is voltage by resistance. So voltage is V2 divided by resistance is half. So I can say V2 divided by half plus I3 current passing through 2 Henry inductor, that is 1 by L. So 1 by 2 integration voltage across inductor, that is V2 dt, and that is equals to 0. So this is how we can identify value of current through each of the branches, right? Now let us simplify this further. So you see this is V2 dt plus this 2 will go in numerator, so 2V2 plus half integration V2 dt, and that is equals to 0. Now to solve this equation, all we need to do is we need to see how elements are there. So here this V2 that is there with respect to integration. So we cannot solve integration terms directly. So to eliminate integration terms, we will be differentiating this equation with respect to time so that we can remove integration terms in this equation. So let us differentiate this equation so that we can eliminate this integration terms. So if you differentiate this with respect to time, this will be V2 only plus, now you see 2 into dV2 by dt plus half of differentiation of this, that will be V2 only, and that is equals to 0. Now let us simplify this further. So you see this V2 plus half V2, that will be 3 by 2 V2, and this will be 2 dV2 by dt plus 3 by 2 V2, and that is equals to 0. Now we are deal with to simplify this equation. So for that, let us take V2 term on one side. So this will be dV2 by V2, that is equals to minus of 3 by 4 dt. And now we can integrate this term so that we can have solution of V2 in terms of time t. Now integration of 1 by V2 with respect to V2, that will be ln V2, and that is equals to minus 3 by 4 is constant and one integration is t, and plus constant is there. Now see, if I consider constant k only, in that case our solution will be bit complex one. So to make our solution simple, I'll be considering constant as ln k. So here I can write k, right? But that solution will be a bit complex. So what I'll be doing is I'll be considering constant as ln k. And now you see what we can do is ln V2, and this term that will go on other side. So ln k, that will be minus ln k now, and that is equals to minus 3 by 4 into t. So this will be ln V2 by k, that is equals to minus 3 by 4 into t. And see, to simplify this, I need to take inverse antilog of this. So this will be V2 by k, that is equals to e to the power minus 3 by 4 into t. So that will result into value of V2, that is equals to k into e to the power minus 3 by 4 into t. Now our agenda is to identify the value of constant k, right? And that will gives us solution of V2. Now how to identify value of constant k? So to identify value of constant k, we need to see initial conditions. So if you observe, initially we have seen when t less than 0, that inductor that was short circuited and through which current was 1 ampere, right? And at t is equals to 0, switch is moving from A to B, and at that time this inductor will be having current source of 1 ampere at t is equals to 0. Now you see that inductor that was fully charged with current source of 1 ampere, right? And at t is equals to 0, this switch will move from A to B. So now what I'll be doing is, I'll be considering this connection at location B, and instead of this 1 Henry inductor, I'll be considering this as 1 ampere current source. So this is what 1 ampere current source, and direction of current that was there in downward direction. So I need to consider downward direction 1 ampere current source instead of this inductor. And you see at this moment this inductor was not having any energy inside. So initially this inductor that will be having 0 energy and that will act as a open circuit. So I need to remove this because of it is open circuited, and now I need to understand how much value of voltage V2 that is happening as per this current source. So you see downward direction current source is there, right? So you see V2 that is plus minus, it is happening like this, right? So what it means, this value of V2 that will be negative. The reason is, see, it will be flowing current like this, right? So across this half ohm resistor, voltage will be plus minus like this, and that voltage V2 that will be I into R. I is 1 and R is half, right? So that will be half, but that has to be minus. Why? The reason is V2 is measured as per plus minus polarity, and across this it is happening as per plus minus in this way, which is opposite to this. So I need to say this is minus half. So I can say at t is equals to 0, V2 is minus half voltage, right? And if I place this condition in this, then I can have value of this constant K. So let us place initial condition. So at t is equals to 0, V2 that is equals to minus half voltage, and if you place that in this equation, then this will be minus half, that is equals to constant K into e to the power time t is 0. So I can have constant K that is equals to minus half, right? So now I got the value of constant, I can place that in this equation, and I'll be having V2, right? So I can say expression of V2 that will be V2 is equals to minus half e to the power minus 3 by 4 t, and this is what we are having for t greater than or equal to 0. So this is the basic calculation which we have done to identify the expression of V2t. Right, I hope you have understood this. So whenever you have any calculation based on transient response, you will have to apply cases, right? So before t less than 0, how much charge is there in that inductor that we have identified? At t is equals to 0, what is the location? And then we have equation, and in that equation we need to find the value of constant K, and that we can identify as per initial condition. So this is what we will be repeating for all the question. First identify the equation, then place initial condition to identify that constant value. I hope you have understood this. Thank you so much for watching this video. To understand transient analysis, you will have to make sure you will have to solve at least 5 to 6 questions. Here I will be placing minimum 10 examples so that you can understand all these questions very easily.